the order, the executive meeting of O'Hare Noise Compatibility Commission for Monday, January 9th, 2023 at 9:02. Would you please call the roll?
Joe Nunzio,
Here.
Karen Robles,
Here.
Ray Cooper, Evan Summers,
Here.
Dennis Ryan, Ralph Sorsey, Jennifer Kelsall,
Here.
Aaron Frame,
Yes, here.
Ernie Kosauer,
Here.
and Bob Dunn.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum.
All right, very good. Next, we have approval of the minutes. First, we have a motion to approve the minutes for October 31st, 2022.
Moved, Karen.
Are there any changes requested?
Sorry, did I hear a second? I got Karen.
Second, Kelso.
Thank you.
We have actually, it looks like we have two sets of meetings we got to approve. The general meeting, the strategic planning meeting minutes to approve.
Oh, sorry. No, that's a mistake. It's just October 31st.
Okay, all right. Call the roll to approve the October 31st minutes, please.
Joe Nunzio,
Yes.
Karen Robles,
Yes.
Evan Summers,
Yes.
Jennifer Kelsall,
Yes.
Aaron Frame,
Yes.
Ernie Kosauer,
Yes.
Bob Dunn.
Yes.
Okay.
They're
Motion
approved.
carried. Yep.
Next is report from the Chicago Department of Aviation.
Morning,
Karen.
everyone.
Good morning.
Vildana, go ahead.
Thank you. Just briefly, the CDA submitted the fly quiet proposal to the FAA on December 28th, and I believe that Karen will speak a little more about this during her fly quiet report. Also, the CDA will give a TAP EA presentation at the next general meeting of the ONCC on Friday.
Okay.
Aaron, did I miss anything?
No, Maura, I can add to that and give you the name of our consultant that is giving the presentation on Friday, if you want to add that.
Sure.
His name is Dave Nisula, Nisula.
Okay.
And he, hang on, let me get his title for you. He is the program manager for the TAP, and his company name is Connect Chicago Alliance. I'll send you his contact information.
Okay, great.
He will be given the presentation on Friday. We are on track. We've drafted slides and we're editing those, and we'll have this for you at the end of the week.
Great. Thanks. We really appreciate it.
All right, thank you. Next, our committee reports. First, flight quiet. Karen?
Yes, good morning. We last met on November 17th, where we discussed the progress. As Vildana mentioned, the Fly Quiet program was officially submitted to the FAA at the end of December. And so the plan now is to talk to the FAA about kind of what they think that process looks like, and we'll meet as needed to report on progress, with that plan being hopefully reviewed and approved by the FAA. So that is my update.
All right. Residential committee. Do we have anybody doing that?
Ralph's not here. I can read it if you like.
Okay.
The residential committee last met on November 9th. Following the retirement of Brian Gazer from the village of Norridge, Chairman Sorsey appointed Brian Bow of Rosemont to serve as the committee's vice chair. He's been a member of the committee for several years.
More points of order. Are we sure that's correct? The bylaws say that the vice chair has to be elected by the committee.
I'm sorry. He was appointed and nominated by Chairman Sorsey and appointed by the committee.
There you go.
Approved by the committee. Thank you. Chairman Sorsey reported that with the new noise contour, there would be a new round of residential sound installation and more work ahead for the committee. The committee will be involved in determining sequencing of the residential sound insulation program. The new Fly Quiet program will also result in a new noise contour once the environmental review is completed. The CDA provided an update on the odor mitigation program. The deadline to apply for that was November 14th. The on-call warranty program is also underway with 300 eligible homes at O'Hare. The committee received updates on the progress of RSAP phases 17, 18, and 19. Phase 19 is the final phase of the RSAP for OMP. The next residential committee meeting is scheduled for March 7th. However, we may schedule a special meeting in there. Joe's going to talk a little bit more about some of the upcoming meetings, but that concludes the residential committee report.
All right, thank you. Next is the technical committee. Evan?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yeah, so I'll give my report on the technical committee. Pretty brief. We had our airport operations update, which was previously our COVID-19 update. We recognize that COVID-19 is not the primary driver of airport operations at this point. There's a lot of other stuff going on, such as wars in Ukraine and labor shortages and a lot of other fun stuff. Vildana gave a noise monitor update. Ryan gave the third quarter Fly Quiet report. And then the bulk of the meeting was a discussion on the Fly Quiet recognition program. We're putting the final touches on that and hope to, in due time, make a recommendation to the full commission for adoption. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is the daytime noise subcommittee. Ernie, do you have anything?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. No report for this time.
Okay. I'm just curious, what's the next thing you're going to be doing in the future?
Well, I hope to have this wrapped up by May or June.
Okay.
The next thing we're going to do is at the February meeting, we're going to begin to discuss whatever policy recommendations we need to make to the technical committee.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Next is my report. Before I say anything else, I got to let you know that I won't be around on Friday. I have a previous commitment I can't get out of, so Karen will be running the meeting. Right, Karen?
Yep, that's the plan.
Okay, great. All right. Thank you. So I'll give the report from the chair. Karen will be running the meeting on Friday. There's a couple of things I want to review with everyone because we have several important matters we need to cover in the next several months of this year. As you know, the release of the terminal area plan, the TAP EA, resulted in a new noise contour that will in turn create a new noise sound insulation around it. The ONCC will need to approve the noise contour that is used for the residential and school sound insulation programs. It is likely that we will be scheduling some additional general meetings so that we can move these programs along in a timely manner. The full commission will also need to adopt a noise program criteria once approved by the residential committee and the school committee if applicable. The technical committee, followed by the full commission, will need to formally approve the Fly Quiet Awards program. So we are prepared to present these awards, which we plan to do in March with the full commission meeting. Right now, it looks like that we may schedule a special full commission meeting February 10th if the information we need to continue is available. It's going to be a busy next couple of months, but I hope everybody's ready to get some work done because then the sooner we get all this done, the more we can appreciate spring and have this done in a timely manner, which it should be. The ONCC, FAA, and CDA is also having a leadership meeting that's scheduled for January 20th. We have an ONCC, we are limited on the number of members who can attend so as not to have a quorum present. Right now, we are expecting the officers and Evan as technical committee chair. If anyone has questions or topics you would like to discuss or bring up at the meeting, please send them to Maura. Finally, formation of an ad hoc FAA reauthorization committee. I thought it'd be a good idea that we have a formal ad hoc committee formed to be involved in the reauthorization so that we may have some input concerning noise issues that could be created by the reauthorization process. So I'd like to inform the subcommittee that Karen will be the chair of this committee. We'll be examining issues related to aircraft noise and researching specifics policies that the ONCC can put in its support behind. We plan on inviting congressional staff to attend and participate, and it is our hope that they will. More information on the committee will be coming. And once the committee is actually formed, Karen will be giving a report on how the committee is doing. Next, are there any questions from what I just said? There's an awful lot there, so.
I just
we-
want to add
Yeah.
real quick, sorry. We did get an email from the commissioner. We
Oh, yes, I did see that. I'm sorry.
sent this to her just so she was aware that we were planning on it. And she did say that she serves as the chair to the, sorry, make sure I say this right. Airports Council International, US Policy Council. And this is something that she's been working on for some time along with the AAAE. But she said she's happy to help however she can.
That's nice. That's great. Aaron, let her know that we appreciate her interest.
Of course.
Do we want to talk a little bit more about the mechanics of adopting this, the tap noise contour, or do you want to save that for a different offline discussion more?
Let's offline. I need to talk to Joe a little bit more to
Yeah.
update him on Friday's conversation. So I think,
And then we'll get back to you. Okay, Evan?
Standing by.
thank you.
Next, we have the report from the executive director.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry, I'm like missing chat messages. Okay. I have the financial reports for November. November, the total expenses were $12,071.96. And then December, we have $12,089.92. So right now it looks like we're wrapping up the year at about 51% of the budget spent. Obviously due to the mostly salaries is significantly lower than anticipated. So I think, Ernie and I will probably take a look maybe at 2023 and possibly shift some things around, but we're well within our allotted budget.
Ah, good. That's great to hear. Nice job, Mara.
Thank you.
Next, we have, are you finished, Mara, with your
Sorry,
report?
yes. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Let me just review you a few things on the agenda coming up January 13th. First of all, let's take a look at the agenda if we can, so we can approve it. It was showing a second ago.
I think we first need to approve the financial report.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We didn't.
So moved.
All right, let's hear
Second.
the roll call.
Joe Nunzio,
Yes.
Karen Robles,
Yes.
Evan Summers,
Yes.
Jennifer Kelsall,
Yes.
Aaron Frame,
Yes.
Ernie Kosauer,
Yes.
Bob Dunn,
Yes.
motion carries.
Okay. All right, let's go through the agenda now. Mara, you want to do that?
Yeah, sorry. Is it showing? Can you see it?
Yes, we can all see it. I
Okay.
can see it.
All right, we just have approval of the minutes of November 4th. As Aaron mentioned, we're having the presentation on the terminal area plan. And there's a couple nuances here with the terminal area plan and all the stuff that's coming out. So this presentation on Friday, I just want to be clear, is specifically just about the program itself and the construction, the project. We're not going to get into any of the other things included in the environmental analysis. We're just focusing for this presentation on the actual project itself. So just so everyone's clear on that. The other stuff we're gonna go through it, but we're still hashing out how exactly that's gonna work, how and when that's gonna work. So this is specifically project related. We'll have the October and November ANUMS reports. Again, we're gonna explain to the full commission some of these upcoming meetings and special meetings that might be needed. The leadership meeting, Karen will give the report of the chair since Joe won't be here. We'll have the committee reports, the financial reports. We're looking at a tentative special meeting on February 10th, and Cafe La Cave is available. So at some point hopefully this week, I think we're going to need to decide if that's going to be a go. And then the only other meeting we have this month is the technical committee on the 17th. Any questions?
No questions. I hear a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved, Karen.
Second? Oh, I'll second it. Call the roll?
Joe Nunzio,
Yes.
Karen Robles,
Yes.
Ray Cooper. Oh, sorry, no. Evan Summers,
Yes.
Jennifer Kelsall,
Yes.
Aaron Freem,
Yes.
Ernie Kosauer,
Yes.
and Bob Dunn. Bob, are you still there?
Want me to come in? Not just introduce you. Oh, yeah. Hey, Bob, Tim. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
So this
Sure.
is
So, day one, he's gonna be sitting.
having mouse problems. Okay. All right, motion carries.
All right, great. Do we have any comments from the audience?
We do have
Do we
a-
have an audience?
Yes, we have a comment from Dan Dwyer.
Oh, Dan, I haven't seen your face yet.
Oh, happy 2023.
Thanks, you too.
Yeah, just a few items. I guess I'm disappointed that TAP-EA presentation, if that's not going to go beyond the construction portions, since this is the O'Hare Noise Compatibility Commission. Obviously, the noise issues are the most significant, and I think that's what I'll choose to comment on. But I'm pleased to see the ad hoc committee on FAA reauthorization. I guess I'm curious, is that just to review what's being proposed, or is the ONCC considering proposals of its own potentially to address the TAP-EA? Or is that
Both,
not yet been-
yes.
Okay. Okay, well, that's encouraging because I have some comments perhaps for Friday on that as well. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Dan. Any other comments from the audience? Wow, this is amazing. It's only 20 after and we're already done. Congratulations, everyone. Can I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Oh. Call the roll?
Joe Nunzio,
Yes.
Karen Robles,
Yes.
Evan Summers,
Yes.
Jennifer Kelsall,
Yes.
Aaron Freem,
Yes.
Ernie Kosauer,
Yes.
Bob Dunn.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody.
We're adjourned.
Maura, can you just stay on a second?
Yeah, can we have Karen stay on too? Karen, do you have a few minutes?
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
Hi, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
God, I cannot. There we go.
All right, Ernie's still on?
Bernie's still on.
Ernie's not.
Sorry, Ernie was like messaging me and I didn't know what he was talking about and I thought it was you and I was like, what? So sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I can't do,
Yeah, the message when you're trying to run a meeting.
I'm
is-
like, blah.
Especially Monday morning at 9 o'clock. God, I had a hard time reading this morning. Okay, so what are we gonna do?
Okay, so Karen, did you see my email?
About COVID.
No, about the tech committee.
Yeah, so I was trying to read it, but
Sorry. So we had our tech committee pre-meeting on Friday and the original plan was I've been talking to Ryan and Valdana about this, for a while now. And I've just been trying to insist that we have a presentation, we need to have a presentation on the noise contour and the operations assumptions. I don't feel that it's fair if we're asking the members to approve the contour. They need to understand what it is. I mean, we can't just be like, okay, just approve it. We have to give something. So at first they were really worried about it. They were just like, well, it's not us, it's the FAA. And they were kind of cagey about it. So I was like, fine. And then they came out and said they would do it and they wanted to do it a technical committee, which I was just happy we were getting something. So I was like, fine, if you don't mind doing it, fine, whatever. But when we had the tech pre-meeting, Evan objected to that and he thought that it would put the CDA and Ryan in an awkward position because it's not really their report, like the EA, it's not theirs, it's the FAA's. And so especially if there's people that are kind of upset about it, that they would take that frustration out on them and it would kind of complicate things because it's not really them, it's the FAA. So he felt that, sorry, 1 second, let me mute that one.
I think he wants the FAA to do the report.
I understand that.
He wants the FAA to do the report and he also doesn't think it should be a technical committee. He's like, what's the point of it being a technical committee? It should be at the full commission because all the members need to understand it, not just the technical committee, which I agree with too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I understand his points and I don't disagree, but at the same time, let's call a spade, and the FAA is not helping us.
And they're not going to stand up there and answer questions either. We all know that.
And I think that, trying to hold the FAA, I think we can make the request of the FAA, but absent that, let's be honest, we regularly have consultants who interpret documents and reports that are not theirs to inform us, right? We're asking them to do that on the reauthorization. Landerman Brown isn't responsible for reauthorization. And so that is their role, is to help us understand the technical materials.
Right.
And I think it's fair to make it clear that we're not going to tolerate any abuse of Landerman Brown or the CDA staff because they are just doing us a favor of stepping in if we can't get a response from the FAA. But I think we can ask the FAA, but we know what the answer is going to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I drafted
It
an
seems to me,
email.
if Evan has something to say, why can't he say it at the executive? Meeting on
He
the-
offered, but
30th?
I kind of told him that I needed to, that I think he was trying to bring it up then, but I wanted to finish talking about it with you guys before
Yeah.
we raise the whole deal. So what I'll do is, they asked in the technical pre-meeting, did you ask the FAA? And I said, no, because we had Landerman Brown offer to do it. So I just figured that was fine and good. So I'll go ahead and send that email to Nitin and just see what they say, obviously. And
And
then,
it's got to be undone on a certain day because we can't have a special meeting just for them.
right. So
And we're not going to do that.
but I'm going to propose that it's February 10th, which is that date we were thinking for the special meeting. And if
Okay.
they say no, then we go ahead with Ryan having that special meeting, having Ryan do the presentation to the full commission. Is that okay for on the noise contour and the assumptions?
Yeah.
Yeah,
mean,
that works for me. I think I got scheduled for a budget meeting on the 10th. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try and reschedule it. So there is a chance I won't be there, but I know. And they're getting touchy about rescheduling all the budget meetings. So
Tell them it's Joe's birthday.
what's that?
you're not gonna be there for my
I
birthday.
know. I'm sorry. I was very annoyed when it got scheduled.
Oh,
Manager's office doesn't like to look at calendar availability when they schedule things. So, but I mean, I think that's a really solid plan because to Joe's point, like we can't wait an indefinite amount of time. Like I wouldn't be surprised if we don't even get a response from the FAA by February 10th. And
right.
Evan knows that and he's just frustrated. And also like, Aaron draws weird lines about like, we won't speak for the FAA.
Right.
And then he changes
Right.
his mind and he's
Right.
inconsistent.
And I was really surprised that they did change their mind on this one because I was like, oh, great. But then I was like, if they don't do it, what are we going to do? Because I don't think the FAA is going to do it. So I was happy when they said they would do it.
Right.
Okay.
So Mara, I think you're right. Ask them to come to the February 10th meeting. And when they say no, then Ryan will do it, but let Evan know that they said no.
Yeah.
And he can bring that up on January 30th too.
And it's another thing too, is the timing. Like we said, like we can't keep dragging this stuff out. Like
No,
that we're going to need to take some action here soon. And we need to give people the background before they have to do that. And like, I just don't want to like drag things out because it's just going to hold up the programs.
Mara, you want to let Evan know that we're going to
Yeah.
invite the FAA for the 10th and see.
Yeah,
what they
I
say.
will let him know. And I'm going to also like make sure it's okay with Ryan and let Evan know that if we don't hear from the FAA or their answer is no, we have Ryan, ready to go if needed on the 10th. And that's going to be the plan.
Yeah,
Is that
that
good?
sounds fair.
I mean, it won't be the first time that our members direct their frustration at an inappropriate party. It just is what it is, right? Like,
Yeah, I'll remind them though. Make sure I don't forget to remind them that don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah, I will for sure. Okay. All right. I'll get you talking points, Karen, for Friday.
yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
Anything else?
Should I call in?
No, we're not accommodating that, remember?
It's all or none.
We
Well,
have like 5 of
I-
us in person and everyone else on the call. Yeah. And Maura, if you're wearing a mask on Friday, don't worry about getting a separate table.
Are you sure?
Don't worry
It's
about
just
it.
so like close quarters, and I know you're like the trip plans. Like
Yeah. All right.
we'll see.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys.
All right.
Take care.
If I don't see you until after Friday,
Yeah.
I'll see you next time I see you.
All right. Thanks.
Sounds good.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.